Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ashok and today we will study MV command in detail. So without wasting any time, let's start with the video. Now before starting, let me explain you what is MV command. Now the MV command stands for move, M-O-V-E, and it is used to rename and move a file and directories from one location to another. Let me show you the syntax of MV command, how we use it. Let's open the terminal and let me show you how it is written. So you will pass MV command and after this you will pass the options, and after this you will give the source location and then the destination. So this is how the syntax is written of MV command. Let me remove this. At the very beginning, let's start with the basic example of how you can move a file inside a directory. What I will do is, I will show you where I am currently. First of all, I am in my home directory, and now if I ls, I will go inside this desktop directory here. Okay, this desktop directory. What I will do is cd and desktop. Okay, and now I will create one directory here. Let's say I create a demo directory, and let me create one more file here, file 1. As you can see here, we have one file and one directory. Now what I will do is I will try to move file 1 inside demo directory. It's pretty simple how you can do it. Let me show you. You'll have to write mv and then the source, which is file 1, and the destination directory is demo. That's all. It's very simple. Just press enter. Now you can notice here you cannot see the file 1, and if I open demo directory, you can see the file 1 which was there earlier, it has now shifted here. It's very simple. Let's move on to the next example. Let me minimize this thing first. Okay. Now the next example that we will see is how we can move multiple files inside a directory. What I will do is I will try to create 3 files here in the desktop, and I will try to move all the 3 files inside this demo directory. Okay, so let's create 3 files, file 2, file 3, file 4. Okay, notice we have all these 3 files here. Let me move file 2, file 3, file 4 inside this demo directory. How can I do it? It's very simple, guys. You'll have to write mv and file 2, file 3, file 4. These were the source and the destination is demo. If I press enter, notice all the 3 files are gone, and if I open the demo directory, notice here you can see all these 3 files are here. So it's very simple. Next example, let's see how to move a directory. What I will do is I will create a new directory here inside desktop. Let me create one directory, let's say mkdir, and let me create a sample directory here. You can not notice because it's above this demo, and let me bring a little down. What I will do is I will try to move sample directory inside demo directory. How to do it? That's very simple, guys. Just write mv sample, and this is the source and the destination is demo. If I press enter, notice sample is gone now. Here you cannot see sample. If I open demo, okay, demo is already ready, it is showing. Oh yeah, here. Now here you can see we have sample inside demo directory. So that's how you can move a directory inside a particular directory. Now let's see the next example, how you can move all the files which have a similar extension. Let's say there is a requirement saying that from one directory you have to move all the files that are having .pdf extension. Just as a random example I am taking here, and you have to move all the .pdf extension files inside a particular directory. Now here what I will do is I will create 4 to 5 .pdf files, and what I will do is I will try to pattern match. What is pattern matching here? I will use a asterisk, which is a wildcard, and I will make a video separate on wildcards later. Now here what we are trying to do is we will try to match all the files which are having extension as .pdf, and we will use wildcard to match all the files, and we will transfer all the files inside a particular directory. So in case here we will try to move inside this demo directory. Let me show you what do I mean by that. Let me create 3.pdf files. So what I can do is test.pdf, test1.pdf, test2.pdf. Okay, so here you can notice we have 3 files which are created. Okay, now what I will try to do is I will try to use a wildcard which is asterisk. So how it looks, it's very simple, guys. You'll have to use this asterisk symbol in order to match the pattern. So we will match .pdf of all the files in this particular directory. So as you can see, we have 3 PDF here, and it can be anything. Like, it doesn't mean that you only have to use a PDF extension. You can also have .html, .java, or any other kind of extension file. And what this asterisk will do is it will try to match all the files that are having .pdf extension here in this case. Okay, now what I will try to do is I will try to move this .pdf files inside this demo directory. So how to do it? Simple. Just write demo and press enter. Notice all the PDF files that were here, and now it has vanished. Not vanished, it has moved inside this demo directory. If I show you the demo directory, yeah, now here you can see all the PDF files are here. So that's how you can pattern match, and you can move a particular kind of files inside a directory, which is very useful. Now let me just clear the screen. Now in this example, let's learn how to prompt before overwriting a file. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is, by default, if the destination file exists, it will be overwritten. To prompt for a confirmation, we use an option which is called as -i. Okay, so this -i stands for interactive. It will ask whether you want to change the file into something, or you want to overwrite this particular file. It will ask you for a confirmation. If you say no, it will not do anything. It will give the result as it is. And if you say yes, then it will overwrite a particular file. And this confirmation will be only asked if there is a destination file existing. Okay, let me show you. Let me create 2 files here. Sorry, just a typo. Touch, test, and test1. So I have created 2 files here, test and test1. And let me add something inside this test directory. Some content I will add here, and if I press enter, and I will write hello YouTube. Okay, press enter and press Ctrl and D. This will exit out of that cat command. Simple. Now if I see what is there inside this test, you can see we have this hello YouTube. And if I see what is there inside this test1, nothing. What I was trying to say is, using -i option, you can ask for a prompt, and this prompt will only occur if you have the destination file. So here what we are trying to do is we will try to overwrite test1 using test, and it should show an interactive prompt. Okay, so how to do it? You will have to use -i option, and you'll have to give the source, which is, in case here it is test and test1. Okay, so we have all these 2 files here, and if I press enter, notice it is asking me whether you want to overwrite test1 or not. If there was no file here, it would have overwritten the file into the new created one, and it will not ask any kind of this prompt. Now here you can give N, or you can give Y, or you can also give this Y. Okay, it's upon you. If you are using Y, then it will overwrite and the content will be copied inside that particular file. Now if I press Y and enter, notice there is only one test one. Test is already gone. If I see what is there inside this test one, you will see hello YouTube. Okay, so that's how you can use this interactive prompt. Okay, and this interactive prompt will only be shown if there is a particular file present over there. Now let's say if I use mv-i and test1, and I do not have any sample file here. Oh, sorry, it's mv, not m. Okay, so there is no sample file existing. What will happen if I press enter? See, I did not get any kind of prompt here which was asked over here, because there was a file which was existing, test1. And now what happened was there was no file called as sample. Okay, so it got created, and whatever the content was there inside this test1, it is already there inside the sample. Let me show you what is there inside the sample. See, hello YouTube. So that's how you can use interactive option using mv command. In this example, I will show you verbose. Okay, so verbose basically here is an option called -v, which stands for verbose, and this basically explains what is being done. Okay, so let's say let me create one file here called as test. Okay, and now what I will try to do is I will try to write mv-v and sample and test. Okay, so these two are the files, and if I press enter, notice here it is giving me some extra information. What it did was sample file was overwritten to test. Okay, so that's the reason it is giving me some extra information. Notice I said you verbose basically gives you or explains you what a particular command did. So that's how it is shown the details here. And if you see what is there inside this test, you'll see hello YouTube, which was there inside the sample file. Okay, so that's all in this video, and I hope you guys gained some knowledge. And do hit that like button if you like this video, and share it with others so that others might get some benefit. Subscribe to my channel in case you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. So till then, bye bye, take care.